Hello everyone, in today's video we shall learn how to do this dairy date text effect in Notion. And as usual I'm going to type down the code, and towards the end of the video we shall see if we made any mistakes or not. And yeah, let's get into the video. So from the example we can see that there's a date, there's a day, and there's a month all together, which is inside a box. So there's like two different main functions that we're going to be using today, and that is a boxed function and a subtract function. So to start off, we're going to go from outside in. That's always how we should go about. So I'm going to start off by using the boxed function followed by the subtract function. So the reason we are going to be using a box function followed by a curly bracket and then a subtract function is because everything is going to be inside the box. So boxed function should be the main function, and that's why subtract is a sub function inside box function. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So inside subtract is like a hierarchy: big, then medium, and then small. It's like that. So the next function that we're going to be using is huge. And huge you can obviously recognize from the example. We're going to be using the huge function for the date, that is over here it's 15. So that's what we're going to be doing. So after you have mentioned the size, we are going to mention the text. That is, if you want a serif font or sans serif font or any font that you know, you can type down here. So I'm going to stick to being very simple and using a sans serif font and SF. So now we have the size and the type of font that we would like to have in our date. And the next portion is obviously you have to give color to it so that it looks really nice and pretty. So for that we obviously have to use the color function, and you can use any color here. I'm going to stick with lavender and close the bracket. So once you close the bracket, we can see that this function is done, like the color function is done. But we still have to put in a number because these two functions are like one function now. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a number. I'm going to give it 16, and you can go ahead and close the bracket and put two backslashes to enter into the next line. So the reason why we put 16 as soon as we were done with the color function is because we were going to close the bracket. So basically the color function, the type of font, and the size of the text that you want is like one whole package together. So that's why we did that. So now since we are into the next line, we want to concentrate on another line. We finished up with the date, that is a number, and now we want to concentrate on the middle portion, that is the day. And over here we have to give it in a particular m value, and whenever you have put in the huge function, the huge size, automatically it should think, okay, now I have to use minus 1.23 m unit, because the huge function, the huge size, and minus 1.23 m is like a perfect match together, because it works perfectly and it centralizes one on top of the other really well. And the next thing that you want to do is obviously you want to use in a font, that is whichever font you prefer. I'm going to stick with this. You can play around with multiple different fonts. I'm going to go for MathBB, as you can see, and now you can open the bracket because it is obviously a function. So now inside this is where you want to type in the size, and I'm going for tiny, and then you want to go with a particular weekday. Okay, let's do Tuesday. Alright, and close the bracket. So now again you have to enter into a new line because we finished up with the day, that is we put in 16, we put in Tuesday, we finished the day as well. Now we have to concentrate on the month. For that we have to go to the next line and hence two double backslashes and enter. So the same thing you have to repeat, you can go ahead and copy this. Let's go ahead and do that. So the M value for this would be slightly different, and it is 0.5 M. And now, like earlier, we used the Math BB, but we can change it a little bit, and open the bracket slash tiny. Let's see, slash text, and open the bracket slash tiny, and let's do June itself, because why not? It's like a continuing date. Alright, and go ahead and close the bracket. So now we are almost towards the end of the equation. So let's go ahead and pair each bracket, because if there's a opening bracket, there has to be a closed bracket, right? So this is paired really well. This is done. This is done. So this is also done. So we only have like one and this. Okay, so there's two brackets. So let's go ahead and put two. So let's go ahead and check this out and see if it works, or if you have any errors. Copy this and paste it in there. I'll hit done. Okay, we have a bit of a problem, so let's check it out. Whenever that happens, straight away go ahead and backspace, or make hit on delete, and here as well, delete. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and make this big so that you guys can see. H1, and there we go. So this is how you do a diary date text effect. So let's see how we can give some color to it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. So I'm going to go to the front and type in color. I'm going to open a bracket, and over here you can put in any color of your choice. I'm going to give it a cornflower blue, and close the bracket as well, and close. So after I've given the color cornflower blue, the outline of the box has taken the color, and the text, that is the Tuesday and June as well. So this is how you can give color to your diary date as well. And in case you don't want the box, you can go ahead and remove the function itself. I'm going to backspace and hit done. There we go. In case you don't want this color, go ahead and change it back, or change the color. You can keep playing with the colors till you get a perfect one. Or in case you don't want, you want to keep it simple, like you just want one color and the rest of the things black, go ahead and remove that as well. This is how you get it. So that's pretty much how you get this diary date. I hope you learned something from this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.